Urban Therapy with Sunsun 752, and this is your daily go getimism number 826 for January 6, 2017. It's hard, man. Anyway, yeah, January 6, 2017. There we go. Tonight I want to talk to y'all about when you are ashamed of somebody or extremely disappointed in them. See, when you're ashamed of somebody, when you really can't believe that they did what they did, you're in a state of shock, you're surprised beyond belief, you're angry, pissed, you don't really know how to feel, because it often happens to somebody that you really supported, somebody that you really believed in, somebody that you used to take up for, somebody that you would defend every time somebody hated on them. So whenever anybody would say anything bad about the person, you'd be the first one to step up and be like, nah, man, that's my man. You know, no, that's my people's right there. See, you just don't understand. Like, you feel like they're just misunderstood. You feel like they're not getting a fair shake. You feel like people are just not taking their time out to really try to get this person. But then they turn around and do something that proves all of the haters right. That proves all of the detractors right. That proves all of the naysayers and all of the people that was dissing, all of the people that were over scrutinized or nitpicking. It makes them right, and that's one of the hardest things for us to deal with, because it's like when you hear somebody that you care about getting hated on, and then they do the same thing that the haters was talking about. That sort of switches it over from hating to telling the truth, just like they were telling you all the time. You know how haters be. You know how haters talk. They'll always say things like, "Man, ain't nobody hating on. I'm just telling you the truth, and the truth hurts." And you be like, "No, that's not the truth. That's just a biased opinion because you feel some kind of way about this person. You don't like them, so anything that they do is not going to be all right with you. But if it was somebody else that you really did like, then you wouldn't be talking like that." Those are the things that we say when we defending our people. But then when our people turn around and do something that's just so bad. And I mean, when I say bad, I'm not talking about borderline bad or something that just about everybody does that just makes them human. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about things that ruin their legacy, things that ruin your chance to say anything in their defense anymore. You know, it'd be like, it's sort of like what parents go through when they have to face the fact that their child has committed a double murder, you know, or rape, and they really did it. It's like, how do I really defend that? I mean, it's tough, and it plays on your system of loyalty, or should I say your notion of loyalty, because you want to be loyal. And just because you got your feelings hurt, just because they did something that really, really messed up their lives and put you in a position where you couldn't defend them anymore, it doesn't mean that you're not loyal to them anymore. It doesn't make you disloyal at all. It's just that now you have to face the fact and tell the truth and look at the man in the mirror just like everybody else. Now, when I say look at the man in the mirror, here's the thing that I'm talking about, because this is where it gets extra, extra sketchy. A lot of times when we're ashamed of somebody, when they have shamed us, a lot of times we have made that personal. So instead of looking at what they have done, we're looking at ourselves. We're embarrassed by what they did. We're embarrassed because we were the one that were taking up for them. We were the one that were defending them. We were the one that was always in their corner. We were the one that was promoting them and always bigging them up and always, just making sure that our support systems was all the way up there. And so we take it personally, like they did something to us. And they may have just done something that ruined their own lives. But we look at it like, nah, man, how could you do that to me? I'm the one that birthed you. I'm the one that showed you, the ropes. I'm the one that put you out there. I'm the one that made it all right for you. I'm the one that cleared the ground so you could be able to dance on it. And you see what we just did? We just made it all about ourselves. And that makes us accountable, because that took the camera from facing you. This is the spotlight right here. Instead of the spotlight being over there on them who messed up, we did it just like this. Now you got to ask ourselves, or ask yourself, why did I do that? Why am I making this all about me? Why am I placing my shame on somebody? And why am I feeling like I've been betrayed? I mean, we have to watch ourselves when we do that. And when we do that, it's a natural thing. It's a natural thing to be disappointed in somebody that has really let you down when you were counting on them. But what may be natural may not always be acceptable. So it might not be an acceptable thing to put it all on them, put the onus all on them. I mean, it's a hard thing to resist, but it's something that we have to learn how to do. And if we don't learn how to do it, then we put ourselves in a more compromising position. Because it ain't about us. They didn't do anything to us. They didn't do anything to us. And that's one of the things that we have to remember when we are considering jumping ship or disowning somebody or turning our back on somebody. They didn't do it to us. They did it to themselves. We just mad because we considered ourselves to be crew. And we considered ourselves to be family. We considered ourselves to be an extension of them. Well, if we consider ourselves to be an extension of them, then we need to take away our shame and put our aid in. And sometimes we have to ask ourselves, what could we have done to prevent them from doing whatever it is that they did? You may come up with some interesting answers, but you will have to do some soul searching in order to make it happen. The bottom line is, when people disappoint us, when we're ashamed of people, it doesn't mean that we can bail out. Some of us are going to bail out. But think about this. Whenever you've bailed out on a person that you were previously really, really riding for, if you bail out on them when they haven't done anything directly to you, ask yourself, are you really going to feel good about that? I understand about our moral fabric. I get it. I do. I totally get it about our moral fabric. But what about the other side of that morality? Sticking by your peoples. You know, when your brother falls down, like your brother's keeper. And no, that didn't come from New Jack City. They didn't make that shit up. You know what I mean? But really, are you your brother's keeper? Because if you are, regardless of what they've done to themselves, when they ruin their lives, if they've ruined their lives, it hasn't ruined yours. You still are strong. You still have to find the strength within yourself to still support them. Yeah, I know I'm getting older and like a little softy or whatever, but I mean, this loyalty thing is real, man. Seriously. So stand by your brother, man. I'm going to tell y'all like this. In these coming years, we got to stand with our brothers, stand by our brothers and sisters until we don't have no brothers and sisters to stand by. That's what we got to do. You know, you don't believe that shit? It's going to manifest itself. I'm trying to tell you. Shit is real out here. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, your brothers and your sisters, they are who they are. And when they do things to ruin their lives, we can't be letting our shame for them allow us to turn our back on them and cease our support. And although we may not be able to defend what they did, we have to remember the good things that they did leading up to this thing. And we still have to stick by them, because that's what real loyalty is. And if you can't find yourself to be loyal in the face of adversity, in the face of shame, in the face of embarrassment, and in the face of failure or disappointment or hurt, then you ain't loyal. You ain't loyal. The Daily Go Getimism show is every single day, 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call-in number is 319-527-6199. Online, you can listen. blogtalkradio.com/Sun752. Peace. I'll let y'all later. Y'all have a good night.